Welcome back to my cycling channel. Today's video is all about group rides. I'm going to tell you about a problem that I have here with my local group ride, how I'm trying to fix it, group ride etiquette, mistakes that I've made, how I learned from them, and how my ego is tied directly to my cycling. So here's the problem that I have with my local group ride. The way our local group ride has been set up for the last 2 years, there's a ride leader. He sends out an email every week and it's a new route every week. And basically everyone would ride two abreast, two riders side by side, take their pull and then pull off and go to the back. And sometimes obviously on busy roads you would go single file, but that was basically the format. Now the problem with this is because there's no real format to the ride. I'm doing 100 watts in the wheels, or then it's my turn to pull. Depends on who's beside me, but half wheeling starts. The guy beside me starts to ramp up the pace. What do? Do I let him ride away from me? And if you don't know what half wheeling is when one person keeps lifting the pace and pulling ahead like this. You keep pulling ahead, the next guy has to catch up. You keep pulling ahead, guy has to catch up. That's called half wheeling. The problem with the half wheeling thing is you don't know where it's starting, you don't know where it's ending. I think a lot of guys, they might do it subconsciously, or they need to flex, their ego's tied to it, I don't know. But no one likes half wheeling. And how I learned, and I did it to a guy, and he said, dude, if you do that shit, no one's gonna invite you out on a ride with them. And I'm like, what shit? He's like, you're half wheeling me. You know, it stung at the time, but it really stuck with me. So this is what our group ride is. It's half wheeling, it's 500 watts, or it's 100 watts, and there's no format to the ride. So about 4 weeks ago, I suggested we need one route, and there needs to be a format, just like the shootout in Tucson, just like the Nichols ride in LA, just like the donut ride in Toronto, and I'm sure it's like this all over the world because this is the format that works. So we came up with a route, we came up with a format, and we've been doing it for the last month, and I believe it's the best rides that we've had because you know where you're going easy, you know where you're going hard, you regroup, there's a sprint line, everyone can get a piece of what they want, and there's no surprises. Now, there's a few things that I wanted to bring to light here and share with you guys because it's stuff that I learned along the way, and it's really helped me in my cycling journey. My ego has always been tied to my cycling. I really try to separate it, but it's hard. You know, when you go out and I remember the first time I went on a group ride and I got dropped, I was literally in tears. And then I go back the next week, I get dropped again. And so it hurts, but it's hard. It's hard not to have your ego involved. And the problem with the ride where there's no format and you can just go to the front and do 500 watts, then go to the back and and there's no continuity to the ride, it's very easy to look like the big boy. You go up, you do 500 watts, you hurt everyone because no one knows what's going on, you go back and it's great. But when you have a format that okay, we're gonna do a 20-40 minute section and it's a climb, the cream rises to the top. We know where the start is, we know where the finish is, and we know that we're going as hard as we can. You can't really hide in those situations, so it really defines who the best riders are. What happened to me is, I remember I'm 2-3 years into cycling, and that's the point where the ego's in full effect because you've gained all this fitness, you know, you're so fast, people are commenting on your rides, they're going on your Strava, wow, awesome ride. You go bang out a 3-hour ride, 300 watts, you're going really fast, people are telling you how strong you are. Your ego starts to get inflated, and this is what happened to me. And that was what was happening to me. I'm getting all these compliments, oh, you're so new, you're so fast. I go out and I do 360 watts for an hour. And I'm like, holy cow, I'm the man. I'm gonna go win races. I'm gonna just crush people. This is gonna be amazing. But I was 200 pounds and my power meter was reading 35 watts high. So I wasn't strong at all, but I thought I was. I wanted to keep that feeling. And when I found out and I go and I do a race and I get my ass kicked and I'm like, hey, what's going on here? This can't be right. I can do 360 watts for an hour. This can't be right. Everyone tells me how fast I am. This can't be right. I tried to negotiate it. I'm like, okay, well, there's something gotta be wrong. I had an off day, I had this. No, I was shit. And that's the thing of it, right? And my buddy Trevor, he's in a couple of my videos, check him out, I'll link him. My buddy Trevor said it the best. He's like, you're on a cycling team, they call you, they put you on a plane, you travel, you show up to a race, and you get dropped in the first 20 minutes. It's a fucking terrible feeling. but that's cycling, and it happens to everyone. It's happened to everyone. That humility, you have to embrace it. And it's just like me. I'm a good local rider, but when I go to Tucson and I ride with the best guys, yeah, I can ride with them, but they're kicking my ass. I showed up to LA, did the Nichols ride with Phil Guyman, got into the break with them, then we finish. There's a group of us that go and we just start climbing the mountains, the Santa Monica Mountains, and him and his buddy are talking, and I'm on the back just dying, and they're having a casual conversation. I try to really look at it objectively now, because before I didn't look at it objectively. It was very important for me to be better than people, where now I just want to be better than I was last year. And I think another thing that's really made me fortunate, when I've seen someone that was better than me and more accomplished than me, I said, hey man, give me a tip. I want to learn from you, teach me. And I'll give you a perfect example. This year, I got to know Ben Hoffman from Tucson. Guy's a local legend in Tucson. All the pros know him. He's a very accomplished triathlete. I think he's came 4th in Kona. He's won the 70.3 World Championships. And I got to know him. We'd go out, we'd ride a couple hours together. And I say to him, give me a tip, bro. Because I'm looking at him like he's way better than me. He's got way more experience. He's got to be able to teach me something. And he said, okay, in Tucson, you ride 30 mil tubeless. It's going to save you. It's the only way to go because the roads are so bad out here. And start lifting heavy weights. It'll help increase your hormones. It's helped me so much, and I know it'll help you too. I started doing both, and they were both amazing tips. And if I never had the humility to ask him, I would never get that advice, and I would never get that help. I just wanted to put it out there, share this with you guys, see if you found it interesting. I have 3 huge giveaways going on. Let me show them to you. Samsung Buds Plus, Jabra Elite 75T, and the Samsung Buds Live. 3 giveaways at the same time. Link will be in the description. Please click it. Easy to enter, free to enter. Gift from me to you. I love giving back to you guys. And that's it. Please subscribe so you're notified for new giveaways, new videos, and so you can help me out. It helps me so much, and I can't thank you guys enough. Please like, please comment. I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.